To his friend Macrinus. Yesterday, a triumphal statue was decreed by the Senate to Patricius Spurina on the proposal of the emperor. It was not an award like those given to many who have never stood in the battle line, have have never seen a military camp, and in short have heard the din of the trumpet only in stage shows. No, it was like that given to those who achieved this distinction by sweat, blood, and deeds. For Spurina established the king of the Bructeri upon his throne by force of arms, and by the threat of war he subdued the fiercest of nations by terrifying them, the most noble species of victory. So this was the reward gained for valor, as and as consolation in the gift, the distinction of a statue has been bestowed on his son Cotius, whom he lost while he was away. The tribute was unusual in the case of a young man, but this too was merited by his father, for this heaviest of wounds which he sustained needed to be healed by a sizable application. But in addition, Cotius himself had exhibited so glowing an indication of character that his sort of constrained life needed to be extended by this kind of immortality, for his integrity, high seriousness, and authority were such that he could challenge in merit those elders with whom he has now been ranked in distinction. As I see, as I see it, this distinction was not merely directed towards the memory of the dead man and to assuage the grief of his father, but also to be an inspiration to others. The establishment of such august rewards for our young men, as long as they are worthy of them, will incite our youth to practice the virtues. Our political leaders will likewise be encouraged to raise children, both by the joys they experience from those who survive, and by such glorious consolations for those which have been lost to them. These are the reasons, private no less than public, which prompt my joy at the erection of the statue of Cotius. I love the young man in his perfection with the same intensity with which I now find his loss unbearable. It will be pleasant for me from time to time to gaze on this statue, from time to time to look back towards it, to hide below it, and to stroll past it. For if the statues of the dead boys positioned on in our houses alleviate our grief, how much more do those that are set in current locations, which reminds us not only the outward forms and features of those men, but also of their distinction and glory. Farewell.